Again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. And I have a bunch of colors that I am going to put into a container and use my dustpan to take out. You know what? That was Floetrol. Remember to shake them. I think this time I'm going to give myself permission to use a little bit of lighter orange too, especially since I just did that. These are great colors. I'm going to throw a little bit of Anita's white metallic in there. I don't think I'm going to put any black in. This is a 24 karat gold with some orange mixed in, which I love. I also have a Modern Masters, which is very coppery. And this is a color shift from Folk Art. And this red, I can't remember, but it has iridescent pearl fine in it from Golden Shimmer. And I'm going to, yes I am. I'm going to use my magenta. That's so pretty. And I wasn't going to put any blue in, but I am. And I'm going to have to be really careful because the blue and the yellow will make green. And let's finish off with some purple. So I have, let me put that aside for a second. I have combs and cake decorating tools. And I think the teeth are too wide apart on that comb. But I do have basing brushes should I want to try that. But I'm going to do a drag. I'm going to do a toothy drag. This was a French headband. And instead of combs, we're going to be using something else. And right now, I think what I want to do is grab, I don't know, I'm hooked on black. What can I say? And I'm just going to give myself a puddle in the middle and put my other paint on it. And then probably once I have my dustpan pour on there, I'll spread that around. Although I see that I really want that large lump to come out now. And is there anything else? And maybe if I put my glasses on my face, I could tell. This might be one of those perfect moments to go, hey, I've got a torch, and it might get rid of the bubbles in that paint, and then I could tell which were bubbles and which were junk. So we'll do that. And the reason I put the dustpan into the pan of colors is because I want stripes out of there. Not that I'm not going to get stripes anyway, because I am. But this way I get the stripes I want. Or at least the experiment I want. Now I can take that paint and use my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula, available on the Amazon link, along with the OXO omelet turning spatula that I didn't use in this particular one. Anyway, I'm not going to waste that paint, so it's just there. Paint will make other paint flow. I'm going to throw that in the bucket. Wipe off my spatula so I can use it again. And what should I do with that? Maybe I'll just do what I normally do, which is whatever I want, and grab a shovel so I can use that. I just want to tip this. I don't even really want to do what I said I was going to do and put those combs in, but you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. Those two can go. Both of them can go in the bucket. Alright, so this might be too big. No, let's just do it. No, let's use the cake. I'll use the cake tool. So I left the rest of this paint, of this canvas paint free, so we could tip this painting. And that's the plan. And I use edge catchers, which are just sheets of plastic cut from other things. That one's kind of cool to use right now, but this one's perfect. So I may or may not add some more color, and I think I will. I'm going to tip it back so it meets that color on the edge, so it won't swallow it. I like all of that. I really want to move it all the way as close to the edge as I can get it without actually letting it go over. That way, when I decide I want it to go over a certain time or a certain way, I can decide on that then. Because the flow of paint is wherever it's heaviest. This is not a large piece, and I think I'm just going to keep doing what I was doing. And I want to go over here, but I want to be able to come back here in a second, so I'm going to do what I did. And as long as I have an edge catcher on the canvas, on the tile, it means that when I'm ready I can tip paint off onto it and then retrieve it again. So, yes I did, and I'm not sorry. I just let a dribble of paint go down all along down on that edge, and I'm going to do it again. And I lost some paint, but it's okay because I'm having a good time. I can put this edge catcher right up against the side of the canvas, and I'm ready to do it finally. I'm going to let all that flow down that way, and when I want my edge covered, I'm going to rock that. And I don't have to put, I can squeeze the color so it goes back into the composition, or I can leave it on the edge catcher and grab another one, as long as there's one available. I'm going to rotate that so I don't have that black paint right under me. Let's just use that right now. Alright, so doing so far so good. I think this is telling me that I want more paint over here to flow this. And I'm going to do it just the same way I have been. I'm going to flow it back into the colors and out again. I can also use my finger. And let's see how far down, how close I can get to the canvas all the way across there without changing things too much. I still might want to take the paint from both of these experiments right here and put it back on the canvas, which all it's required to do that is to pick it up and put it down. And I'm going to do it again. Where am I going to do it? I'm going to do it on this other corner or on that edge. I think I want to do half and half. I'm going to do half on this edge. And I will tip that again maybe. Possibly. And I'm going to use the rest just scoop it right up. And let it fall right down. You can even scrape it right off. Maybe if I push that over. I got paint all over me. And I'm pretty happy with everything I've got so far. Except for I'd like some cottage cheese lids to hold my painting up off of my base right now. So I stop getting paint all over everything, including me. Now I get to decide what else. That spatula's going in the bucket. Good thing this is not enamel paint. I want some white. I want some white just where I've got it too. I think it's time to go ahead and give myself permission to do that. So I'm going to do that and just fill in these little spots, even to the edge, with white. Because I like a little negative space and I love black and white. And I know, you know what, I don't want that to be there. So I'm going to grab some regular black, fill in that space, I'm going to fill in that space, and I'm going to tip that white. Am I? Yeah, I am. I'm going to put some right here. Alright, this is looking kind of complicated. Fill that hole in. And put an edge catcher back on because I'm going to be obviously dumping some paint off. Now, I think I could run that cake tool right back through again if I wanted to. I think what I am going to do is take the paint that I just got off of here again and put it right there all the way up so it covers. And over there, same thing but different. I got a gray corner, I'm okay with that. And I got a splooge. Splash, splish splash. I'm going to stick my fingers in the black edges where I need to have coverage and just tap around the edge. I do sell my artwork. I give classes at the house in Spring Hill, especially when this world attack by this virus thing is over. If you decide you'd like to buy a piece of artwork, my email address is directly below the video, and it is the one truly best way that you can support the studio continuing on making videos for YouTube. I love you guys. There's 86,000 of you. I appreciate you sharing my videos. I appreciate you shopping my Amazon link. Thank you so much to those of you who have. Appreciate you binge watching my videos. There's over 1,310. Not that I can find them all, but there's at least 1,200 and some organized on the channel under playlists. You can look for created playlists and you'll find genres and lists of videos by the 100 of mine. So I'm going to keep going around the edge. Just add a little bit of paint. Dip my finger in. I still need to torch. But that was fun. And that wasn't hard. And I think even beginners could probably have a good time with this. You just don't need to make it as complicated as I made it. So let's torch. I got a little white and it's not bothering me a bit. I could probably have a little more down there and it wouldn't bother me either. You know what? Best to listen to your muse when it speaks to you. Blow that around for a second. I could probably blow the other stuff around. Assuming I want to make it look a little more organic. Maybe I liked it better the way it was, but I'm still not complaining. I'm pretty happy with all of that. I'm happy with everything except for that. And I'm thinking if I just wind it up, I can take it out. And there, it's as gone as it needs to be to pretend it was never there. Well, almost. Good. So we torch to release the bubbles caught in the paint. And sometimes we release patterns in the paint. And maybe if I had let this stretch a little further, I would have gotten a few more patterns, but I'm loving my colors. I'm looking forward to doing one of these with more gold. I could tip this down, but I kind of like that tail there. My edges are magnificent. I've got all kinds of really cool little cells. And if I'd have used the acrylic enamel in here, I probably would have got a whole lot more cells. So dustpan pour and cake tool, frosting tool technique. I want to take a look at this for a second and see if there's anything I forgot. Yeah, you guys check your notifications to see if they're turned on. And don't do anything really radical after you torch. Like some people you know who probably shouldn't. Something just demanded that I put another piece of white in there, and I hope it was not a mistake. I get a lump of brown I don't care for in that corner. Alright, so this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida. At Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, saying, you guys stay healthy and take care of each other. And I will see you anon. Look on Facebook groups, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group for a place for students if you're interested. I also post my video there the night before. And I'm not done. I'm so not done. Don't ask me why, I'm just... interested in breaking some stuff up. Yep, that's better for me. Let's do it again. Even though I torched, the new wet paint will bring back some of the life to the heated paint, and I still can make cells, obviously, and they're a little heavier, so they might stay. Yeah, I like that broken up. Now that's much more cohesive for me. So what have I forgotten to tell you guys? Thank you for all of the contributions that have kept me painting, and if you want to have a chance to win one of the 5 paintings in next month's drawing, look on the end screens of this video or any video for the exhibition video, and you will see the prizes included in that video. And if you want to donate, it's a $10 minimum through PayPal or Patreon. The icons are on my channel header, and the links are underneath the video. Blue links, along with the Amazon link, which is a place, if you shop, it's at no added cost to you, and it helps me out, and anything that helps me out to keep me buying art supplies keeps me here, so I really appreciate that. Same for Teespring, underneath the video, all over print leggings and all over print t-shirts. Oh, that Amazon link has my books on them, books on it. First one is called Because I Can. There's an ebook and a physical copy, and the second one is called Unlimited Possibilities. Same thing, ebook and a physical copy. I adore you guys. Please be safe. Stay home. I love you. Stay home and watch videos. Hey, binge watch for me, would you? There's like I said, there's 1,300 videos on my group. I can keep you amused for a long time. Bye for now. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Check the community board tonight for tomorrow's video if you want to. I love you. Bye for now. Priscilla out. I will see you anon. Don't forget to binge watch.